my name is Rurion. You asked what kind of video games do you play or did you play? And being a gamer myself, I couldn't resist replying. I've played quite a broad variety of games throughout my life, and let's see. I've played a number of Squaresoft's Final Fantasy series. I will say most of the games I'm probably going to end up listing are probably RPGs, because I have never been a big fan of platformers or first-person shooters or anything like that. So anyway, back to listing games. Like I said, the Squaresoft series, and in particular Final Fantasy. I've played Final Fantasy 7 through 10-2, and have just recently started Final Fantasy 12. Still kind of getting into that one. I've played Digital Devil Saga, which is both an awesome game and is also a philosophy lesson in and of itself. I mean, that game is just intriguing beyond reason. And then I've played, what else? Baten Kaitos, one of the few good RPGs for the GameCube console. I've played Magna Carta, or actually rather I'm in the process of playing Magna Carta. Interesting, fun little game. Okami, which is one of the few platformers that I have and probably will ever play, but I like the fact that it's, your main character is a wolf, and the game itself, I'm getting sidetracked, the game itself is based heavily in Japanese mythology. Some others I've played are Drakengard, which is another good Square Enix game, and of course the sequel to Drakengard. What else? Trying to think what else I've played. There's so many. Shadow Hearts, all three of the Shadow Hearts series, which is a very, very good series. Really enjoy it. Very dark RPG, but it has its funny moments and just very enjoyable. Shadow of Destiny, which is yet again game meets philosophy, you could say, because you're given a lot of questions on death and reality and, alternate realities. Very interesting game. The purpose of it is to prevent your own death by traveling through time to prevent it from happening. Unfortunately, someone really wants you dead, so they keep killing you, and you have to keep unkilling yourself. What else have I played? I've done the whole Zelda thing. Not one of my favorites. Probably the only one that I would probably play again perhaps would be the Ocarina of Time. And even then, I'm kind of, I get tired of Zelda pretty quickly. Another good game series that I've played is Lunar Silver Star Story Complete and the sequel, Lunar 2 Eternal Blue Complete. Both good games. The graphics are older, they're, I think, like 16-bit graphics, but the game itself is so good, and it's one of the first couple games that I came across that actually had voice acting in-game. So that was a very pleasant experience for me as a gamer. I've done the online gaming thing a little bit. I played on Lineage 2 for a while. My character was named Juriel. He was an elven knight. But I really haven't had time in my life between work and college to do the online gaming at all. I just don't have the will to sit in front of the computer for hours to do the necessary leveling it takes, because it takes so much exponentially longer to level up on that game than it does on a platform type game for one of the normal gaming platforms like PlayStation 2. I also played on Guild Wars. My character's named Griffith. Let's try that again. My character was named Griffith Whitehawk, and he was an elementalist ranger. That went pretty well, but once I hit level 20 it got boring. I still have Guild Wars around in case I ever want to putz on it, but again, being with the way my life is, I don't play online hardly ever. I think the last time I was online was in October or November, and it was October, and I really haven't had the desire to get back online recently at all, because I'm just usually so exhausted at the end of the day. Speaking of online games, another good game series came into mind, which is the .hack series. There was the first 4 games: Infection, Mutation, Outbreak, and Quarantine. And then they started coming out with the new series, .hack GU. The first volume is Rebirth. And I think, a lot of people, .hack has had a lot of criticism, because people are like, what's the point of playing an RPG that simulates an online game? Just go play an online game. Well, part of the point of it is what happens in the game couldn't happen in an online game. I'm sorry, but, the online gaming companies would be just a little responsible if people started going into comas, so you can't really make that happen in an online game. And also, the other thing is, maybe some people want to play in a simulated online environment without really dealing with the crap that they have to put up with in a real-life online gaming environment. I can't talk today. But, that aside, aside from, the reasoning of why one might want to play it, the story itself is extremely intriguing. It plays on some of the concepts such as, the idea of the ghost in the machine, you could say. The consciousness within an online game that got there through various reasons, which I won't divulge, because if anyone actually does bother to play the games, I don't want to give any spoilers. But, so those are most of the games I've played. Like I said, I'm not big on games like racing games or shooters. They just get really old with me. I mean, it's kind of like, ooh, I can race, and then, when I'm done, I can race some more. Or, you get to shoot some stuff, and then you can shoot some more stuff, and when you're done with that, you can shoot some slightly different things. It just gets really repetitive, even if there is a plot, because mucking through the repetitiveness to get to the plot isn't worth the time and effort. And so yeah, that's not my thing. Not saying it's bad, or for those of you who do play it, I'm not saying it's wrong. I mean, everybody has their own different likes. Some people hate the random battle systems used in RPGs, and I can understand that. Hell, it pisses me off sometimes when I'm just trying to get somewhere and I keep getting attacked. But overall, I favor RPGs because it's like playing an interactive novel. And I'm just the sort who enjoys sitting through 100 hours of plot. So that's my response. Thanks.